All right, so I've told you about these guys before here. OnforU has sent us some more lights to demo out for you. And I'm going to go into more detail about OnforU, but they do some really great products. We've been using their products for a while here. They obviously are really, really good with black light. We've got quite a few of their black lights. And we've used their RGBs before, but this is a new RGB they've put out here, and it looks really impressive. So we're going to show you what we got here. This is from them. So I'm going to try not to cut myself here. Oh, the good thing is I don't even think I need a knife. What did I grab that for? Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in the box. And this is OnforU's 100-watt RGB lights here. So the instructions here. This is your LED floodlight OnforU. And this, like I said, it is a 100-watt. I think we got a pair, which is awesome. We will definitely be using them this year in our production, or our hunt, however you want to look at that here. We'll take a look at the products here and we'll go into more detail. Obviously, we're going to demo this for you so you'll get a chance to look at these things in action, but we want to show you the product itself. They come pre-packaged, and these are beefy, guys. This is a monster. So this is the product right here. This is a big boy. It's 100-watt. You got your heat displacement here. So this thing is definitely going to warm up pretty nice here. And these also are Bluetooth. And they also are music compliant. So you get two of these in here, and like I said, these are 100 watts. So these are going to be really bright. If you want to really blow up a big area, that's what these are for. And this is what this looks like. So you'll get a chance to see these puppies in action here, but this is the new OnforU RGB floodlight LED. And like I said, it does have Bluetooth capabilities. I'll try to see if there's anything else in the box here you need to know about. There's no remote, but the good thing is it is Bluetooth, so don't need one. There it is. So, as if we weren't done with the unboxing, I am sitting here with a knife, not to murder someone, but to unbox something. So, we promised you guys before that there would be a 1B. This is the 1B from Distortions, and we're pretty excited about it. So, hang with us today as we open this up, and you will find out what we got from Distortions. And we are very excited about it.
And how are we going to light this thing up there, Jones?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, because our good friends at OnforU have sent us some light solutions. And stay tuned, because they are going to give a gift to all of our viewers.
What?
Yes, they are. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch to the end. And if you haven't already, I mean, I couldn't think that you haven't, but like and subscribe if you haven't. When you're ready now? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm hoping that the weight doesn't shift here, but we're gonna find out how this is set up here. And we'll take a look together at what we just got from our good friends in Greeley, Colorado. And I'm gonna try not to cut myself.
I'm so
I really
excited.
Don't want any violence on the video. I don't want to traumatize anybody.
We don't want that. I'm excited to see this. I still can't believe we have now two pieces of Distortions.
Well, this one is
so exciting.
This is the one that excited me about Distortions from the beginning. So, not necessarily old, not necessarily new, but
yeah, probably lay them down.
Lay them down. Just because this one's got some weight to it, because of the way it's set up. The tree was a lot more modular. This, I think, only comes in 2 pieces, so. Okay, there's that. And now, let's open her up, see what we got in there. And there is the pumpkin stalker.
Oh, man.
And
Look
this
at
is
that.
a face that only a mother could love, huh? Let's unveil him for you guys.
Wow.
The detail on this is just, it's one of my favorites. All right.
So cool.
Let's see what else is in the box here. There's the head. Okay, and like I said, this is probably a little heavier. The tree was modular because everything was pieced out. You had 2 arms, you had 2 sections of a body and the base. This one, you have a complete upper torso. So there's gonna probably be a little more weight to it. And I wanna show you something that's really neat that I love that Distortions does. Like we told you before, these pieces are handcrafted. They're not put in a assembly line press. This is something that they have distinct people working at every level, whether it's paint, whether it's sculpting. There are distinct people working at every department. And so the thing that helps you know that is this little stamp here. They do this on all their pieces, which is really neat, so you can see when it was done. And I believe they put the initials of whoever worked on it, which is really cool. So that's something that you get when you get a Distortions piece. You know that it's been handcrafted. But this here is the upper torso.
Wow.
Like I said, is definitely a little more beefy, and he is something to see. And much like before, you can see there is a base. This is pretty typical of Distortions models. They really do a great job of making assembly simple, which I really love. So when you want to get these things up and running, you're not spending a ton of time.
Yeah.
But let's pull him all the way out. So he's not heavy, but not light, and he's big. And from what I remember him saying was yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Was to pose the arms while it's on the ground. So we'll do that at some point. We'll pause and
look
do that.
at that.
But that's this piece here. We'll go ahead and pull that out. I'll lay it down.
Okay.
All right, so I'm assuming the assembly is going to be pretty similar to the tree because you have your base, you have your body, and your head normally, which is pretty standard. So this last piece is where our base would go. I love it because he's kind of like a root. He's a pumpkin, but he's kind of like a jack-o'-lantern. So he has all of the, and I just love the detail on this. This is one of my favorite pieces that they did. You may not have remembered, but when we were at Cedar Point, the first year we went to Halloween weekends, they actually had they had I think like 3 of these displayed in a walkway, and I was like, I just wanted to,
very cool.
Yeah, I wanted to take one then and just be like, they won't notice this is gone. No one will see me walk out of the park with this.
I'm sure.
So there's the base, guys, and then as usual, you have the base.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember if the tree was a little wider.
Yes,
I think
it
the tree
was.
A little wider.
Yes.
Obviously, it's a little bigger.
Yes.
But it's not. It's only a foot bigger.
But yes, it is.
Yep.
It was wider.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna set that down. Move the box out of the way.
Yep.
Doing that. So what David's doing here, he's actually stretching the arms out. That's what they suggest before you actually start to put him on the stand. So he's trying to kind of place the arms the way he thinks will look cool and menacing.
One of the things that I thought was different, before they had the little dowels and little spots, now these pieces are kind of welded in. I think the tree, since it came later, was more of a perfected science with these pieces. So you see some of the older technology with this. It's still pretty simple. Yeah.
There we go.
We're gonna move him. Drag it across the floor. here.
Yep. Perfect.
There's one. Okay, now.
So that, you see how easy that went together.
Now this next part is going to be a little more menacing.
A little challenging.
Yep, because it's a big torso.
Yeah.
And once the arms are out, it gets really wonky.
Do you suggest 2 people or no?
It wouldn't hurt.
Right.
It wouldn't hurt. There's that.
Oh, wow. He is tall. How tall is he supposed to be?
8 foot. He's honestly, if you think about it, he really is the same size as the tree. But what makes the tree 9 foot is the branches go up.
Yeah.
So the branches go above the head. This one, I mean, honestly, if I was opposed to arms up like that, obviously we'd probably have the same kind of.
Wow. He's so cool. Look at his, I want to show his hands. And
Very
it's all
detailed.
latex, right?
Yep.
It's latex. Wow. David's smacking me with the arm.
Sorry. I didn't mean to smack you.
That's all right.
It's not me doing it. It's
No,
him.
it's him.
Yeah. He doesn't like people getting too close to him. Especially when he doesn't have his head on. Watch the head behind you.
Okay.
Okay. And
Oh, let's show them like the inside and the light.
so once again, much like the tree, you have a flicker bulb inside, and all of them have kind of the same functionality where you can change the setting from pulsing
Yep.
to flicker
Okay.
to static. So I'm going to say that you're absolutely going to need something to stand on to get his head on. The difference between him and the tree was one whole piece to put on. This is a head where you got to get to the top of him. And
Well, we'll pause that
Yep.
so you can grab something.
Yeah,
Okay.
the crowning achievement.
All
You know
right. What?
I think I'll still be able to do it.
Okay.
Let's feel where this is.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That is so awesome.
And much like the tree, you will need an extension cord
Yeah.
to get him plugged in. We should probably get our little 3-headed monster there, so we'll be able to do everything we need to do.
Yep.
But
All right.
this is the pumpkin stalker, guys, from Distortions Unlimited. And
We're going to get him plugged in with his lighting just to show you what he looks like with just what he has.
and if you could take a wild guess, we're not going to say anything. Drop a comment and let us know where you think he's going when it comes to our setup. If you know us, if you know what we do.
If
Just
you
take a
don't,
wild
you need
guess.
to go check us out. Check out our
That's true.
our-
Shameless plug.
right.
Shameless
You need
plug.
to check out the tour.
We already gave you a hint. We told you the tree was going in the cemetery. So where would this beautiful young man go? Anyway, we're going to come back and show you the light fixtures, and we're going to do some demos for you. Before we forget, there was one thing we didn't talk about, and Distortions is always really good about this, making sure you have a bountiful amount of creepy cloth. When I watched the video, Ed draped some over these areas on both sides of the shoulder to give it a little more presence. Obviously, I will say this, Ed, this beautiful child of yours doesn't need much work. He doesn't need makeup because he's just beautiful just the way he is. But anyway, we want to let you know that you always get creepy cloth with any of the Distortion products that you get, which is really neat. So we're going to show you lights on, the features of the light. We're probably going to do a better job of hiding this cord once we have them out.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
so there is your flicker.
Let's see. Let's get that.
I've even seen some people who have gotten brighter flicker bulbs and replaced them and used them on this, and they come out even more dramatic. So that's another thing to know if you're ever getting a piece like this. You can do that. It's just a regular flicker bulb in there, as you see. So now we're going to try another setting.
Yeah, that was like a...
So this is static.
Yep.
So that's always on. I kind of like that for him.
Yeah, I do too.
But definitely gives him a little more menacing look. And we're going to do it again with the lights off. But and there's a pulse. This is the pulse, where it will pulse out and in, which is pretty cool too as well.
Yeah.
I just love the detail on the teeth, how they got that glossy texture on them just to kind of make them almost look, it's very cool. The detail is fantastic. Really good work. Really good work. All right. So now we're going to get into some serious demoing, and we're going to turn the lights off and let you guys get a chance to see what he looks like all lit up. And once again, we're going to have you drop a comment and vote and let us know what color and what color concept you like the most. We're using OnforU lights. Last time we did the tree, we used a par light. So this time we're going to be using a RGB 100 watt OnforU floodlight. They're both LED, so we're gonna mess around with that and see what you guys think.
Yeah, and OnforU is actually who is sponsoring this today. So the lighting.
Yes, we are happy and thankful that OnforU was generous enough to send us some lights to demo for them, and they've been awesome with us in the past. So we enjoy working with them. So with that being said, we're gonna pause here. All right, so as you can see, these are the OnforU RGB, and actually I should say RGBW spotlights, so because they have white as well. These are 100 watt LEDs, and we're trying some multi-surfacing here. You have basically red and blue. We're using red as our surface color, blue is our front color, prominent color, and these things light up really well. I'm gonna go turn off one of the lights in our house just to kind of give you a little more. Yeah. All right, so now you can see how much impact those OnforU lights have. Unfortunately, your boy here made a mistake, and I put the controls because these lights are Bluetooth. As you will see when I go into the demo and how the lights work, they are basically set up with the controls in your phone. So unfortunately, the controls are in the phone that we're recording with. So
we're gonna switch it out, but you guys aren't even gonna know.
Yes. So, but anyway, this is this setup here. Like I said, we got blue in the front and red in the back.
So
here.
Vote.
Yep. So let us know what you think of this one, and we're gonna give you 2 more looks and get it. And now we decided to paint the town red. So these are both of the OnforU RGB, LED. There's too many acronyms. Okay, anyway, these are both LEDs with the red lights, and you can see it really blows everything up. But what I love is that bulb is going bright, and still you can see it. As you remember with the tree, the flicker light kind of lost its detail in some of the washes here, and still goes pretty strong. So maybe that's something we need to think about on the tree, maybe getting a stronger flicker bulb for that. But this is what this looks like here. Once again, let us know what you think here. We may even try to hit this with a soft white and see how that works. All right, so this one here, we wanted to try to play around with the soft white. We like the soft white because it allows you to see the actual detail. You can see a lot more detail in the face and in the body. That's one of the things that soft white will do, whereas the other washes will just kind of make everything look block. So these are really nice when you're featuring something and you really want to show off the detail of what the features are. So let us know what you think of this one. I don't really see myself using this one because we're going for fear. And this to me stands more like a showpiece. Like we want to showcase something. So this is great for showcasing. But
what about just blue?
Yeah, we're gonna try blue next. So
okay,
we'll do that in a couple seconds here. All right, so if you're feeling down, we decide to go blue. So this is a double blue.
On the camera, though, it almost looks like it's an X-ray.
Interesting.
So
So it'll be interesting to hear what you guys are seeing.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't dislike it, but it doesn't seem right for him. For this particular piece, the double blue doesn't seem right. But I'm curious to see what.
Wait till you see this when you're editing. You'll go, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really cool on
stand back a little
on
bit.
video. No, look, you gotta look here.
Oh yeah.
See?
Oh, I can see in the viewfinder. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. He's picking up something completely different
than what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't dislike it.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it. It's cool. It's kind of, blue gives you that really kind of ethereal, otherworldly vibe, which I really dig. So, but that's that. And then we showed you guys the soft white. The last one we'll do is green. We'll see how that goes. All right. So we decided to go with green, double green on this one. And we could be here all day showing you the different ways to manipulate these lights. Later on in the video, you're going to see how the controls work. You can do some really neat stuff with these OnforU lights. You can change the frequency of how hot they are, or how you can go warm or really hot if you want. You can use a slider wheel to try to change the pitch of some of these colors. It's very intuitive, so you'll see that later. But this is just your plain double green. Which we were saying it's a good color for monsters. It's just a good,
The bad thing is, I think what they're gonna see is not what we're seeing here. That's what stinks.
Yeah.
But it does look very monster-like.
Yeah, it's like it really almost feels like a white light. Mm-hmm. It really does. It's the green hue is there, but it feels more like a white light. So, but this is the green. So. It picks up. I like that it picks up the moss on him.
Yes.
It blows it up and intensifies it a little more. But yeah, we would love to hear what your favorites are, and let us know what you think should be a clear winner of these different lighting setups here. So, but anyway, this is the Distortions Unlimited Pumpkin Stalker. We are super excited to have him, and we think he's definitely going to help us take our display to the next level. So. Hopefully you'll see him in the fog, and hopefully he'll freak you out. So, but anyway, that's that, guys. And stay tuned so we can get into more about the OnforU lighting, and also stay tuned for the special gift that we have for our viewers. And we'd love for you guys to be able to pick up a few of these. These are awesome products. But that's it, guys, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to show you how the OnforU app works. Actually, it is not, this particular light is not set up with a remote, so you actually have a chance to use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connectivity depending on which light or product you have. Mine was more set up for Bluetooth, so we're going to take a look at pretty much how that works here. So obviously you're going to go to either your iOS Apple Store, or you're going to go to your Android Google Play Store and download the OnforU Home app. We're going to go ahead and open that up so you can get a chance to look at what that looks like. So as you can see, I've already set up both of the lights here, but you basically will want to pair them. The instruction booklet walks you through it. It can be a little cryptic, but it's pretty easy. I use the manual mode, where you basically plug and unplug the light 3 times and it will go into pair mode. You'll see the light start blinking, and that will allow you to pair and find that device in the phone. Once you're in there, the app is extremely intuitive. We're going to open it up so you can see. I don't have the light on right now, but I just wanted to show you what's available. You have this color wheel where you can move around and go into different settings. You can also do the actual settings here. You can go into red, or you can go into yellow, or you can go into green, and the light will respond. What I really like here is that you have an option to turn on and off. As you can see, the on and off switch. Also, you have opportunity to set it up to pulse with music, and then you can control brightness. As you can see, the degree of the brightness. And I also like that you can just go to a standard white light here with the slider and do the same thing. And you have various different shades of white, off-white, dark white, whatever you want. But this app is extremely intuitive, and I think it's really neat. But as you can see, once you have that set up, all of your controls can be here. which is neat. Now I think there's a timer function. So you have that. The timer allows you to set things up, which is nice for a person like me who's doing a haunt. So I can kind of work out when I want certain lights to go on, which is really neat. So if you've got a multitude of these, I think it's pretty neat to really set things up and kind of zone out your lights. But as you can see, it's a really intuitive app. So if you are looking at these particular 100-watt RGB Bluetooth lights, they're pretty doggone cool. And I've got a lot of lights here, but I will say I enjoy the deep, rich color that these avail to you. So definitely worth it. And for a pair of these, you can't beat what you get. Hopefully, as you can see in the demo, you can see the product and how it works here. But I just wanted to take I want to take a moment to show you how the app works when you download that. So it gives you a pretty good range of control of what you can and can't do. Just to look around here, you can do a lot of different things: gradients, flash, breathe, jump. And it looks like these are presets, so you have that option. And then you can do tricolor jumps, and this is really neat when you have a group of lights. So like I said, this is a very intuitive setup here. There's a lot of stuff you can do here, and obviously, more importantly, it's set up with Google Assistant or Alexa, so you can have the voice commands set up as well. So you've really got a really neat device here. So just to give you a good idea of how that works, that is a little more in depth with the app for OnforU. So we're going to take a look at what OnforU offers, so you can see a little bit more about their offerings and some of the things that they have available. So we'll get right into that. Okay, so here we are at the OnforU site here. I wanted you guys to see some of the offerings they have for you. And also, one of the really neat things here, I wanted to let you guys know that OnforU has offered a gift to all of our viewers here. If you use the code here, you will get a nice discount on any of the products on their site here. Now, this is specific for their site. It is not for Amazon. Yes, Amazon does carry their product, but these discounts are for their site solely. I want to make sure you're aware of that, so there was no misunderstandings. Yes, you can get their products on Amazon, but the discount is only for the OnforU website that we are on right here. But I will say this, either way you acquire these products, you will not be disappointed. OnforU has some really great offerings, and we're going to get into some of those so you can kind of get an idea of what you have. We'll start by showing you my product here. This is us right here. So this OnforU 100-watt RGB LED floodlight, that is the FG B1 or 8-1. My eyesight's really bad, I'm not sure, but you guys can see that. I think it's the FG 8-1. So that way, if you really like what you've seen and what I've demoed here, this is the product that we are dealing with today, so you can go and get that as well. But these are the 100 watts, and as usual, our OnforU offers these in different watt variants. You can get them in 50 watt, you can get them, I believe, in 25 watt, 75 watt, up to 100 watt. So you do have options as far as that goes. We've used OnforU mainly for their black lights because that was one of their strengths. But this product to me is a game changer. This RGB is probably one of the best RGBs I've seen them put out. And like I said, what I love about it is how rich the color is. I have a lot of different RGBs, and one thing I've noticed that some of the color offerings are really weak. Either the green's really kind of dull or the blues don't really stand out. With this particular light, all of the color variants are very rich. So if you're really looking to add that atmosphere, you are going to get it with these lights, which is neat because I find myself using different RGB products for different colors because they don't stand out in all the different color aspects, as this one does well with each one of the color variants. So that's that. Enough about that. Just to give you another idea of some of the things that OnforU offers, they have some traditional stuff, like they've got your LED security light with bracket. And as you can see, these prices are phenomenal, guys. You know, that light we just got through talking about, I hate to beat a dead horse, but we're going to go back. You get 200 watt RGB and RGBW as well, because they have white option as I showed you. That's $54 for 200 watt lights. I mean, that's freaking amazing. And they're willing to offer you a deal on top of that by using the code, which I've shown you guys. So make sure you write that down. But these are phenomenal lights, and the prices are unbeatable. They're unbeatable. You guys who do the same thing I do, some of you home hunters, or even some of you Christmas decorators, you know how much money you can blow in lighting. You know how quickly it can go. So this is an awesome offering for that. Like I said, they have a 55 watt LED security light. So you have that option. And you see the price there. Not making this up, guys. That's $8.99. That's insane. This is one of the ones you can mount over your garage or your back area. So really neat. And like I said, you can get the color variants. This is really neat too. If you're not looking to do a huge area of light here, I highly recommend these 20 watt lights. These are really neat. These are the floodlights, RGB floodlights. They're 20 watt. You get 4 of them for $30, guys. 4 of them for $30. I should say less, right? This speaks for itself. So I'm going to stop talking and just say that's awesome. OnforU 20 watt RGB floodlights, 4 for $30. So that's that. And then we've got the OnforU 100 watt LED floodlight, just a plain white LED floodlight. You get, once again, 2 of them for $52.99. These things will pretty much brighten up a dark forest. They got a lot of power, so there's a lot you can do with these. If you guys have seen our videos, if you remember, in the front we had the 12-foot skeleton, and we used one of their 100 watt black lights, and he lit that skeleton up all the way to the top, from the bottom to the top, and that thing was on the ground, and that light covered all of it. So their 100 watt product offerings are very, very, very impressive. So also, once again, you got security light options. You can see how intense those can get here. You've got the motion sensor lights as well. And here's one of my favorites, guys. This is their 50 watt UV light, the black light. These things are awesome. We've been using these for a while, and they are fantastic. For some reason, these particular ones have a toggle switch. They're the only lights that OnforU makes that has a toggle switch, is their UV lights for some weird reason. But I love the fact that you can do that toggle switch, but these also don't have the option to do Bluetooth, I believe, not yet. So there's a give and take there. So, but they also have remotes, it looks like, as well. We also have these guys. These are the 72 watt black light bars, which, you know, like I said, you can never have enough UV lights. So these are some more offerings that they give you. So you can see how that works here. But they pretty much do everything, as you can see, and they even have speakers, even, you know. But strip lights, this is one of the things I definitely want to explore with them. I have not done that, but they do have all of the options for strip lights, as you can see. And once again, really, really reasonable. 16 feet of strip light, white LEDs, $15. Okay. And they go as high as almost 50 feet. So you could get 50 foot for what is that, $21.99. I mean, my goodness. So if you want to do some backlight products, that's a great thing to work with. I didn't see that they had the multiple colors for the strip light. That would be something I would love to see them start to offer. I didn't see any of these. Most of these look like they're all white light. So you know, hopefully in the future we will see the strip lights. They do have a black light strip though, so they do have that, which is pretty neat. But I'd definitely love to see RGB, if that's possible, them offer the RGB strip light. But as you can see, the RGBs come in a lot of different variants. We'll get into that here. We talked about the 100 watt, which we demoed. They also have 50, as I told you, and the 50 is 42 for 50 watts. Once again, great deal. And then as we looked at the 20 watt earlier, we showed you that one. The prices are a little different. I know I showed you that it looked like it was 30 on the opening table here, so we'll go back to that just to make sure. But you also have the light bars as well, which those are cool if you want to do down lighting. If you're into that type of thing, these can be mounted up high and they can be used for down lighting, which can be awesome for, you know, if you're doing like DJing or you're doing parties, things of that nature. Those are great for that. And they've got those in everything from 96 down to 48 watt. So guys, I highly recommend you check this out. Please take advantage of that deal that they're giving our viewers here, especially as we get into spooky season. They can get these things to you rather quickly. They don't take very long to get to you. So I would highly suggest taking advantage of this. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you go out and test these things out for yourself and see what a great scene and mood set that they can do for you. And we will definitely throw in a few scenes from our past uses of OnforU Lighting so you can see the acid litmus test if you must. But anyway, great product. We were really excited to get these and demo them out. So once again, we want to thank Yume from OnforU for sending these out to us and continuing to work with us. We enjoy being able to demo the products from OnforU, and we love being able to share them with you guys so you guys know some of the great products that are available for you out there when you're doing your productions. So, but that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And as I tell you always, keep it creepy, because if you don't, who will? All right, guys, take care.